saying? In the 4th grade, my parents split. You know, the head coach left the house. And you know, anybody knows that the assistant coach is the assistant coach for a reason. So moms couldn't hold it down, you know. It was 5 of us. I was the oldest of 5 children. So I didn't realize it until listening to Pastor Richard preach on family life. I didn't realize how much I was affected by my parents' split at such an early age. I was sitting right over there, man. It brought tears to my eyes. And that was many years ago. And I was just like, I was wondering why I was like the way I was. And I love my parents so much that I didn't want to blame them. You know, I didn't want to say it's your fault because I'm like this. As life went on, I started in 4th grade still, and that led to me going to juvenile hall. I was in juvenile hall first time at the age of 14. Some people may not think that's a big deal, but because kids go to juvenile hall at younger ages than that, but back in the days, they used to take you home when you got arrested. They didn't take you to jail. One day I was across the street, stole a pair of troops. Troops was going on back in the days at Kmart, stole a pair of troops, got tackled. And from then it led on to group homes. County jails came after that. And then what I really want to talk about is my testimony, which was a new chapter in my life. I got in a little incident one night. I'm out, you know, I'm selling dope, I'm snorting cocaine, I'm doing the whole 9, you know, I'm living that so-called thug life. I'm out there doing my thing, and we was at a party one night. Somebody gets shot in the back. Some dude I would have took a bullet for, shot him. Long story short, they wound up blaming it on me. So like in, I think, 96, I woke up one day, somebody giving me a call saying, hey man, you know you're in the newspaper. I'm like, what? I get up and I look, and they had a section in the Daily Republic, Solano County's 10 most wanted. I was wanted for attempted murder and robbery. I was scared to death, so I hid out for 3 days from everybody. My wife found out I didn't do it. She calls me, turn yourself in, they know who did it, just clear your name. So I'm thinking I'm finna go down there and just tell them, hey, I didn't do it, it was a fight, something broke out, oh, we know you did it, but I know their game. They brought a videotape in. Brought me to tears, man. I seen the cat that was living with me saying I shot somebody. So I came there, turned myself in. Larry, get out the car. Put your hands up. Get on your knees. I got on my knees. They bound me, handcuffs, took me to jail. Fast forward. I turned myself in. First day at San Quentin State Prison. I don't know what to expect. So while I'm going through the process, like 3-4 hour process, I'm looking around, just, you know, I only seen prison on the movie, so I'm just looking around, looking at everything, and, you know, then they sent me to the 5th tier on the Bayside. I go into the cell, and the reality didn't hit me. Now, I missed a very important detail, if y'all missed it. I didn't shoot nobody. I had a fight that night. Right. Somebody is a paraplegic to this day in a wheelchair. They was trying to give me 29 years. I felt forced. Fear made me feel forced to take a deal for 5. Okay, so I'm on the 5th tier. I'm in the cell by myself. They close the door. Wow. And that's when it hit me. Man, I'm in prison. And I remember being angry with God, you know. I remember being angry with God like, you know I didn't do this. Why'd you let this happen to me? Right. If anybody knows you didn't do it, you know that I did not do this. I don't know if anybody been to prison before in here, but the chaplains don't come to the tears. I was in the cell crying. There's a chaplain came by, man, and he prayed comfort over me. And after he left, that same police that said, get on your knees, put your hands up, I did that to Jesus.
All right.
And I was free.
Yes, Lord.
From that point on, my whole life was changed. From that point on, my whole life was changed. And he let me know, he gave me a glimpse of what I was going to be doing, man, and he let me know I was going to be working with kids, but I didn't understand it, man. I just felt so, I was still hurt by being in prison. But when I was in there, it was like a spiritual boot camp, man, getting me prepared for the game of life.
Right.
But I was torn. I still was torn. I was married for about 5 years or so. I thought I was going to lose my wife. You know, there's many statistics I beat, man. There's not many people that go to prison and their marriage survives.
Right.
My wife I thought she was going to leave me. I said, you know what, just promise to bring my daughter to see me. My wife told me, what kind of woman would I leave when you need me the most? And when she told me that, it felt like, okay, I can do this. When I was in there, I thought to myself, God, why not only punish me, but because I went through what I went through. Romans 8:28 says that, and we know that all things happen for the good to those who love God, who are called according to his purpose. God had a job for me to do. I wasn't paying attention to him, so he had to get my attention.
Right.
I went through there, my wife prayed that no harm will be done from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. There's violence that goes on in prison every day. I was there for 5 years and 3 months. Never seen a fight, never seen a riot, never seen a stabbing, never seen a shooting, never was even around. By her praying for me not to get harmed, I couldn't be around it because, you know, bystanders get hit. I didn't get touched. My marriage survived. I got out, didn't violate, 5 days out. God blessed me with a career job. Ex-convict. How can that happen? While I was in there, let me read something to you. Prison is truly a dark and desolate place, and I witnessed the victims of such an environment, but God did not allow me to be affected by it. I was able to witness the maimed lives and vanished hopes of so many men, some who, like me, made a mistake but never got a second chance at life. I was complaining, saying, man, they gave me 5 years on my first time. This dude looked at me and said, man, I've been here since 71, and it was my first time. I was born in 73. So when I thought about my whole life up to that point, I said, I better make the best out of this one chance. Because it felt like truly I only had one more chance.
Right.
So I promised, I surrendered to God and told him I'm going to walk into my calling.
All right. Yeah.
My goal is to share my experience with these kids. These kids is where I'm burning them. My goal is to share my experiences. So they won't actually have to go through what I experienced and just take it from me that it's not the way to go.
Right.
I'm just so thankful to be plugged into place. Pastor Richard told me I'm not here by accident.
Right.
I'm here for these kids.
Yes.
And I want to share. I planted so many weeds in my lifetime. I'm just trying to go back and pull them up from the root so they can't grow back again. I just want to thank everybody for this opportunity, and I thank God for this opportunity. It's my pleasure to be here and speak to you guys. Thank you.
Amen. First time, bro. First time. He did it.
Brother Larry.
He did it. He did it. He did it.
Amen, bro.